Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew with Family's Everything.
Until it's not. I'm Aunt.
And I'm Andrew.
Oh, good. I'm glad you remembered your name.
Yes.
Hi, Andrew. How are you?
Hello, Aunt. How has your week been?
Great, but I'm sick of this weather, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, you want it to be warmer or like
sun. I would just like
sun, and the temperature could be
terrible.
I think I need a little cooler. It's a little muggy.
Yes. Anyways, I'm sick of this summer, to tell you the truth. All it does is rain.
Yeah.
Yesterday was beautiful. The day before wasn't. Today
in the comment
section,
tell us how your weather is in your area.
Yes, I'd love to know.
And before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You don't have to like, actually. I don't even care. Subscribe.
I don't care about, just
subscribe
leave
so
me
that
comments.
you can see
I want to know what you're thinking.
Yeah, and subscribe so that you get an email notification when we post a new video, so that you know that you can tune back in.
Yes.
And full disclaimer, I heard this on another podcast the other day that they said make sure you follow us and subscribe at the beginning, which makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, because nobody's paying attention at the
by
end.
the end, if they're even listening.
That's a good idea. I like that idea. That's good. So
this episode was busy, but I want to start with just when we first started our podcast, people were not surprised. We've always been best buddies. We love to talk, and we both even like guys. So that's my podcast version of the Benton.
Oh my God, they were so funny. The best part was that Sonja, she was rapping.
Oh yeah.
She wasn't rapping. I don't know what it was. It was kind of like cheap version of Tony Bennett, wannabe impersonator from the 50s.
Billie Eilish. Eilish. And she goes, Eilish. And that was not a planned moment. That was real.
I'm going to show you everything about the Follies. Make me laugh, but we're jumping ahead.
I know, we're jumping way ahead.
I had tears coming down me.
This time I don't blame us. I just want to say
one thing.
Because they went from jacuzzi to contractor to dog shelter to Follies in the first 7 minutes.
No, you missed your brother ripping out the bathroom.
Contractor. That's what I meant.
Yeah, contractor. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But so let's start at the beginning.
What was her? Mike.
Jacuzzi.
Mike is the brother's name. Just so
I don't believe the jacuzzi. I think the jacuzzi is a joke.
Listen, first of all, their floor is so filthy in that hotel. What is the jacuzzi going to be like? You would get a yeast infection, maybe chlamydia. I'm just saying, I would bet you anything. If we could do a drone right now over that hotel, that jacuzzi is nowhere to be found. There is no way. Aloha Pool and Spa. His name was what was his name? I look Brad. And you notice that Brad's wife showed up. She wasn't going to miss.
Oh no.
Her husband's installation of the jacuzzi
for the Housewives.
All I could think of is how is Akash's toe? I'm never gonna. Every time I see him from now until the end of time, I'm gonna wonder what his toe looks like. The toe is the funniest.
I don't even want to think about the toe again. But I'll say, when Luann then goes and looks for rugs, first and foremost, did you notice that she was talking in the first person the whole time? My room, my rugs, my floor. And I'm like, wait, are you redoing your room at the inn or the whole motel?
Not only that, all I could think of is, are they wanting it to be well padded so they can do it on the floor? That's all I could think of.
I was thinking about the chlorine dripping off from the jacuzzi all over the new rug. They need to have it chlorine free.
Because Sonja did say that Luann's room is going to be, she called it, I want to get it name because it was funny. She said that Luann's name is going to be called Chic the sweet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
her name is going to be Sonja got F'd here.
Yeah, Sonja got after her. And then
Yeah.
she was thinking, John Adams slept here. Benjamin Franklin slept
Yeah.
here. Sonja got fucked here.
Yes. And then so when Luann was worried about the rug, all I was wondering is if they were worried about how they were going to be doing it on the rug. I want to know, can Luann dress properly to go anywhere? I mean, the outfit for the dog was
Oh, the pants for the dogs was wonderful.
I mean, it was a beautiful pant if you're going to a disco or something, not to the opening of a dog shelter run.
And it just shows how they've done events like that before, for sure. They've been asked to show up at them.
Yes.
Because Luann they've never run them. They've never really engaged with people like they are on this show.
Yeah.
They would normally just go wave, take some photos, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because it showed perfect when Luann said to the little child, so did you get a dog? Like, what if the parents aren't allowing him to get one? Like, what if he's like, this is a big struggle? She just walks up thinking like, you get a dog, you get a dog, you get a dog. And it's like,
gets a dog.
Yes.
Like Oprah. Yeah. I thought, I'm going to just tell you from the moment the show starts until the end. And Kay has to show up now every episode.
Oh, yes.
The mayor's wife. She's either jealous or worried about Luann or Sonja taking her hot husband, the mayor.
Mhm.
Or she just wants the camera time because her and Cindy, who is Brad's wife with Aloha Pool and Spa. Yes. Shout out to Aloha Pool and Spa. They came. They were all married, by the way, so don't hit on them. She made sure. Everything about the show cracks me up. And Luann was worried about covering her gold shoes. Ooh, don't you do the gold ones. The room is a disaster. And when they're renovating it and the dust that was on the wall, I was disgusted, but Sonja splashing. I mean, I don't think she was in that tub.
It's a set. Like we nailed it. We nailed it.
It has to be. There is no way she would go in that disgusting tub. Did they ever show Mike's room? What was he in, number 7 or number 9?
No, they didn't show it because he's not staying there.
Oh, I don't know. No, I know he's not, but but Luann's brother doesn't look like her, which is proof Luann's had work done because they do not look the same. But I
bet he looks like Nurse Luann.
Maybe.
Let's look at that one.
Luann never knows how to dress. When she had the heels on for the jacuzzi, and she's just hysterical. Sonja at least is a little bit more figured it out how she's supposed to dress. I laugh from the beginning of the show to the end. And maybe it's better it's 30 minutes because it's so compacted, but this show is pure gold.
Yeah.
I'd love to know how it's doing in the ratings because even if you don't know who they are, they've got a whole Lucy Ethel quality to them in a little way. There's a little bit of Thelma and Louise. It's more like Laverne and Shirley actually than anybody, but I just love them.
The fact that they both, first and foremost, they said she used to be a countess and then she corrected them real quick.
No, once a countess, always countess.
Oh, yes. Snap, snap.
Well,
Lou.
Sonja's always a Morgan, isn't she?
She didn't say that. She just wanted to talk about whether she was a soprano and Lou was an alto. And how about Luann? I've had 6 major hits. I've written 6 songs.
And then they listed them. They were Money Can't Buy You Class and Chic C'est La Vie. And I forget the rest.
It started with the Christmas one.
Oh, yes. Christmas.
Remember when they filmed that music video and they had to take about 20 takes?
Was that in Vegas? I mean,
that was in New York.
That was in Atlantic City. Oh, I don't remember that song.
It was recent. It was the Christmas one. Ramona was there. They had champagne.
I probably remember it. Maybe. Mm.
Yeah. Well, anyways, then
she has written 6 songs. Hits. I mean, I know Shake C. La Vie and Money Can't Buy You Class. I actually think, what do you think is the best Bravo song?
I told you we need to do a podcast on this.
Yeah.
I told you already which one I
Money Can't
think.
Buy You Class and Don't Be Tardy for the Party and On Display. Those are my top 3 off the top of my head.
Danielle Staub has a song. A lot of people have songs that you don't know about.
Oh, do you remember when Danielle Staub was on I Watch What Happens Live singing her song with her lesbian lover at the time? Yeah.
Lori Michaels.
Yeah, that was too good.
That reunion Season 2
I
reunion.
love that episode.
Part 1 is the 60 minutes of some of the single best Housewives footage ever.
Ever.
When
was so
Teresa
good.
got up, when Caroline's there and Jacqueline's there, and then at the end of the if you put the 2 parts together, Danielle comes at the end of the reunion and has to do her hugs.
Just the way
around.
she walks across the stage. It was epic. I wanted to know. I didn't know Courtney Cox was going to be in this episode.
Oh, yes.
Did you?
And I loved his joke.
Yeah. She owes me money.
That's what I'm going to start saying about the blogger, Andrew Sullivan.
Andrew Sullivan. I know there's a blogger, Andrew Sullivan. So you should say he owes me money. I had an offer
out to him for a month and then he turned it down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Luann going to the Benton Follies with her hat. I never seen 2 women eat so much food in my whole life. And they were so cruel to those poor children.
Oh, yes. I love how Luann goes, it's constructive criticism. You know, you have to give them constructive criticism. I was like,
Sonja just shoving her mouth. She thinks she's Simon Cowell.
And then they ended on a fight. I think that was probably I think production probably.
Oh, yeah. No, you could almost see the look in their eye when they were arguing with each other. But Bill doesn't know what to do with them. He totally doesn't. But
I love what he said. With kids, you could call the parents, but what do you do with grown adults? It was a very good point.
It was a very good point. The thing with the dogs, I hope those dogs get adopted. I hope they're in great homes. I hope that the jacuzzi is up and running. I hope that that Luann's room. Do you think Luann's room is going to be revealed? It's going to be the big reveal. Is it going to be? What was that show they used to have? Where they would move the van and people would see the different house. What was that? Ultimate Makeover or something?
Oh,
it was called
yeah.
Home Edition or something.
Yeah.
And they would move the big trucks. This is what it's going to be. I can't wait.
We
to see
should
this
ask
room.
him if he wants to come on the podcast.
Who?
The motel owner.
Oh, his name, I wrote it down as Akash Patel.
Let's invite him on as a guest.
Oh, okay. I would love. And his wife.
Yeah, I want to hear the inside
You know the first
scoop.
thing I'm going to ask him.
How's your toe?
How's your toe?
We could even put together some funny questions so that they know we're not going to.
It out and showed us it was all deformed. I don't know. Toes make me crazy. First of all, we had an uncle who was missing 4 toes.
That's disgusting.
He had the big one.
Oh my God, that's like gross.
And the first time he came swimming over in our pool, it was like just his big toe.
Wow. Well,
you didn't have to worry about him pointing his feet.
I'm sorry, folks, but Aunt is having a laughing fit on camera.
If you knew who it was, you'd be laughing too.
I don't know who that is.
The first name begins with a B.
Oh.
Old, dead.
Mm.
Old and dead. His name is a B. I'm just gonna say. Anyways. Oh,
wow.
Akash Patel's toast. Okay. He's gonna look like this person I know. Anyways, okay. I love that Cash. Speaking of Cash, he couldn't say accomplished. He couldn't say accomplished. Are you going to talk to me?
I'm shocked right now.
You're trying to.
I just was in awe with your reaction. You just like that. These laughing spells are great.
Oh my God. Anyways,
Anyhow.
Akash Patel couldn't say, I can't wait to see what they accomplish. He couldn't get it out. He goes, I can't wait to see what they got done.
Yeah, and then what did Luann corrected him or something? It sounded funny. Like he said something. Who was it? Was it Luann or Sonja that misunderstood something he said and repeated it out loud?
I think it was Sonja.
I forget what it was. But
I'm sorry I laughed so much. I couldn't help myself.
It was a great way to end the episode.
It was the episode. This is the best half hour. I laugh hysterical while I watch it, and I laugh hysterical when I talk about it. And there's one more thing before we go. I thought it was funny Sonja wanted a stainless steel sink in
Oh,
the
yes.
bathroom because she uses it as a kitchen.
I know. It's great.
That's one thing I've never gone to. I've never been to a hotel with a stainless steel sink.
Well,
Have
maybe
you?
someday soon. No, I don't think so.
No, they're all porcelain. Nobody
Yeah,
has
you're
a
right.
stainless unless you have a kitchen, but in the
Yeah.
bathroom, they were always
Not
porcelain.
in the bathroom.
And I thought that was so funny. Everything, Luann and her blonde wig killed me. Every single thing about this episode was great. I love the show. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope it's not
Well-
over soon, but I think we're getting to the Follies. It might be coming. And then we got Christmas in July party. So we do still have a few.
I think
more
we have 3 episodes left. I hate to tell you. I think it was an 8.
I love this show. I hope they do bloopers.
Well, I hope they come back in another city.
Oh, I hope so
Yeah.
too. But you think anything could match? Because
Maybe. Who knows?
we already know their shtick. It could be a one and done.
Who knows?
I don't know. They'd have to go live in a RV or something. Or
I liked
tent.
Sonja for multiple seasons on Housewives. She came back and I wanted
Yeah,
more.
you think they can go to another city? It'd have to be something completely different.
Oh, there's plenty. I'm
It'd
sure.
have to be like a beach town or something, like the
Who
Jersey
knows?
Shore or something
Alaska.
like that. Oh, there's so many men in Alaska. You know, it's the number one place to find a husband.
Or a lake in Michigan, random place, Kentucky.
No, that's all kind of like what they're doing right now. Maybe Texas or something.
I
A
don't
ski
know.
resort.
Yeah, something wild. So anyhow. All right, guys. Thanks.
Bye.